So to turn it on, just give a pull. There you go. That lights it up. New menu. A bunch of options here. Just row is what it sounds like. You just start rowing and it just tells you how you're doing. Select workout, games, memory to edit, entries, and then more options. We won't get into that. So for just row, we've got a few choices here. One shows you how long you've been rowing, how many seconds or minutes. This tells you how many strokes per minute you're doing, so how many times you've pulled it back to yourself. This one says how long it takes you to go 500 meters, your average pace, and this is distance. So, start rowing. There it is. So, you can see, there's the time. I'm averaging about 30 strokes per minute. If I did this for 2.5 minutes straight, I'd get 500 meters. And so far, I've gone 70 now. Now, if you're wondering what this is your power. So the higher this goes, the more power you've got. So take a look. And if I go gentle, it goes low. You hit display, units, you can see all kinds of different things. So that's where we started. That's the same thing. Average watts. Watts is how much power. So that's this in a number. Yeah. That's just row. Your workouts. We'll go standard list. You can go by distance. You can go by time. Or you can do by intervals. Well, an interval would be you row for a while, you rest. And you row again for a while, and you rest. And you repeat that as many times as you want, or as many times as it prescribes. There's a custom list, and here you can do all kinds of things like, say you want to row for 20 seconds, rest for 40, and just repeat that 10 times. You can punch that in, and just it'll tell you when you're finished. Games. I don't use this very much, but the fish game is one that a lot of people enjoy. It's kind of stupid, but it gets your rowing done in 4 minutes. So, this is you. You have to eat the little fish. You have to not get eaten by the big fish. So it looks like this. And you get points. So when you eat a fish, you gain points. When you get eaten, you lose points. And I got eaten. So now I lose it. Goes for 4 minutes. And then that's just a fun way to just get some rowing in. If you don't really care about how much power you're doing or how far you're going, it's just a little fun. So what's nice about this for knees is there's almost no impact. Your feet are strapped in, so you just slide back and forth. It's good for the quads, it's good for also hips, low back, upper back. What this is not so good for is developing the strength to absorb force. So think about landing in a jump, or going down a flight of stairs, or going maybe downhill. This wouldn't really help you with that. You would need some sort of squatting or lunging exercise. That's also very low impact. Yeah. What it's great for is building up cardio. It's great for just getting a lot of blood flowing through. This is what you need in order to heal your knees. And it's good for getting the muscles surrounding the knee to be stronger. So, how often can you do it? Well, you could do it every day, but you shouldn't go heavy every day. You should go heavy, have a light day, heavy, have a light day, if you're going to go every day. That's the basics of it. Anything else?
Are there any disadvantages to it?
Yeah, like I said, for absorbing force, not so good. You don't absorb force on this. The way back is just a gentle slide forward. all the pushing is done here. So it's kind of like when you walk up a flight of stairs, that back foot, you're not really doing anything to bring it to the next step. It's when you push off the step. So it's the same idea. You need to be able to absorb force in your knees as well. So you'll need another exercise to complement this. But as far as just getting blood in there and making sure the muscles work, it's a really nice piece of equipment.
Do you think that getting the blood into your knee joint will help to rebuild cartilage in your knee? I've heard some people say that.
Depends how badly it's degraded. If it's all the way gone, no, your knee replacement. That's about it. If you've just lost a little, it might help you.
I mean, I know that in my own case, I've had 2 knee operations and a third injury.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, and my doctor even told me within 5 years I was going to need a knee replacement. Well, I'm at 4 years now, and my knee seems to be in pretty good shape.
Good for
So
you.
I think that's because I've been doing the squats and these other kinds of exercises.
It'll definitely buy you lots of time.
Right. Now the only what drawback that I would say from my own point of view is the seat. The seat is hard, and after a while, you know, your butt can kind of get sore.
Yep.
Do they have like some kind of pad that you can add onto it, or you could probably just get a piece of cushion or something, you know?
I haven't seen Concept 2 have anything like that, but I also haven't looked in a while, so it's worth having a look. We don't really use that, you know, do with the pad. Yeah, nobody here really just, not that we have something against it,
Right.
just no one's had the interest.
How long do people usually work out for on this?
On this,
Yeah.
usually between 5 and 30 minutes is most people. We go 5 to 30 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes seems very little.
Yeah, they go fast when you do it. They're really cranking it out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So it all depends on how fast they're going to go or what they're doing.
Interesting. Okay. Anything else you have to say about it that the viewers might like to know?
It's the best machine I've ever used.
Now, I've seen other machines like the water rowers and things like that. And
That's all hydraulic, right?
well, they use water, actually. There's several different kinds of machines. There's hydraulic, there's water. This one, I guess, is air.
I haven't used the ones that use hydraulics or water, so I can't say anything.
I see. What about durability?
In a year, we haven't had any problems with it at all. We had to change the batteries in here once. That's it. No problems.
Cool. That's important. No problems. People don't want problems.
No. No, we don't.
Okay. All right. Well, Eric, really thanks so much for giving this interview, and I hope it helps people decide what they want to do if they need a rowing machine.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Okay.
I hope everybody's needs are okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks.
No problem.